What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back, and today, folks, I'm going to practice what I preach. I am going to consign this dingy old box filled with PSA 10 First Edition base set cards. I'm going to consign these cards with Z&G Emporium. You know, the consignment service that I'm always advertising in my auction recap videos. I'm going to go with them. Money. Now, some of you might be asking, Top 10, why are you getting rid of all your first edition base? Is Pokemon crashing? Are you getting out while you can? Are you going to be declaring bankruptcy and you need some quick cash? What's going on? Well, I'm going to get to all that here in just a couple of minutes. Okay? So, of course, if you are interested in any of these cards, I won't be the one selling them. Head over to Z&G Emporium. I'm sure within the next week or two, they'll be going up for auction, and I'm sure they'll be showcasing them on their channel, so go check it out there as well. I'm going to go through each one of these cards, talk about what I spent on them, why I'm selling them, the whole shebang. So before we get into this set of graded cards here, I'm going to show you all these code cards that I have absolutely no use for. So if anybody who still uses these, here you go. Just a handful from packs that I've opened with the family so that I can finally get rid of these. They're always sitting on my shelf. I hate things that are sitting on my shelf that have no use. It drives me nuts. So there you go. All those code cards for you. All right, now on to the main event. These are all of the first edition base set cards that I collected about 5 to 6 years ago. A lot of them were like 6 years ago. So between 5 and 6 years, I held on to these investments. And that is a general rule of thumb when it comes to collectibles. Try to hold on to them for a minimum of 3 to 5 years to try to get a decent return. And I believe I have. So here is the first uncommon. These are all going to be commons and uncommons. A dugong. I have these all sleeved up. I'm sure they're going to take them out of their sleeves to scan them or to do whatever they need to do with them, but they will all go in these little slab covers. So yeah, there's a dugong. Here is a PSA 10 Far-Fetched, and these all look so good. I think this is a Ken Sugimori art. Yes, it is. Far-Fetched. So, a little background. I bought these, and a majority of them in like 2017 to 2018, and I paid pretty much, I think, for all of these less than $40 a piece. Some of them I got for like 30 bucks, some even less than that. Here is a Nidorino, also a very good looking example. Why am I selling these? Well, like I just said, I've held on to these for over 5 years now. All they've been doing is sitting in this little black case, this little black PSA case in the safe, not doing anything, not getting any enjoyment out of them. My brother actually loves Porygon. I'm not sure why, like who loves Porygon? But I love Magmar. I mean, who the heck loves Magmar? So yeah, anyway, these cards were just sitting in the safe, not doing anything, and they are certainly worth a lot more than $40 now, so I'm going to offload these, and like I've said in previous videos, I'm going to put the money towards things that bring me more joy than just these non-holo first edition base set cards. Here is a beautiful Abra, once again, just a beautiful copy, beautiful PSA 10. Here's a Caterpie. Now this is actually a fairly low pop uncommon card from base set. However, it does have, I remember getting this 5 years ago, and I complained because there was a scratch on the case there. It's a very small scratch, a very small scuff, if you can tell. But it wasn't disclosed in the description for this card, so they gave me some money back. So I will make sure that Z&G is aware of this little scratch there. It's, like I said, it's very minor, but, you know, it's worth noting. Here we have a Diglett and a Doduo. I think all of these cards except one have the newer PSA labels, like it's called like a lighthouse label. Only one of them has like the hologram label, and I think it's a trainer card, which we'll get to here. Here's the first edition Drowsy. Here is a first edition Ghastly. If y'all don't know, the Ghastly and Haunter were the very first two Pokemon cards that I had seen back in like 5th grade, and that's what really got me into Pokemon to begin with. Here is a Coughing, a grass type Coughing. I remember getting this card for like $29. Crazy the prices back then. Here we have a first edition Machop. Boy, this guy has been on the juice. Just lifting that boulder up with one arm. Man, what a boss. Here we have a first edition Magneton. So yeah, a very wise and very intelligent investor told me several years ago to pick up first edition base set cards, especially the ones in PSA 10, because those are the ones with the most comprehensive pop report. Those are the ones that everybody's going to be after the most. And they were right. These cards have certainly appreciated. Even after the boom of 2020, these cards are up significantly since when I purchased them. So yeah, just want to showcase all these to you. If anybody's interested, head over to Z&G Emporium. I'm not sure when it'll be on their auction block. Probably 2 weeks from now, from the filming of this video. Ponyta, a Rattata. There we go. Here we have a Sandshrew. Yeah, I've been collecting, let's say, shinier Pokemon cards than these. Here's a first edition Starmie. I was always puzzled that Starmie was a common Pokemon. Like Starmie and Staryu were commons. My childlike brain back when I was 10 couldn't fathom that. Like, why wouldn't this be an uncommon card? It come from Starmie. It evolved. Speaking of Staryu, there is the Staryu, still a common. Yeah, so first edition base had some oddities that I didn't quite understand. Like Growlithe and Arcanine were both uncommons. I didn't quite get that. Here we have a Tangela, first edition. Coming down to the final few Pokemon. Here's a Voltorb. A very nice looking Vulpix. This has the HP 50 error, where it's supposed to say 50 HP. But I think this is the only way Vulpix first edition was printed, so I guess not really an error if all the cards are like this, but weird. And then last, for our Pokemans, we have a Weedle. First edition PSA 10 Weedle. And then up next, we have just a few of the trainer cards. These are all PSA 10. There's a full heal. We have a maintenance trainer. One of these I got reslabbed. I forget which one. We have a Pokemon Center. There we go. Oh, here we go. This is the only one that has the older style label with, I think it's like a hologram, they call it. It is the Revive Trainer card. I never sent this one in to be reslabbed. I never thought it was really worth it. So here's a Bill. We have a Potion, first edition. Here we have a Switch. Very nice. And then to finish up, we have all of the energies except the double colorless energy. We have this Fighting Energy, which I believe is the highest pop energy as far as PSA 10s go in the pop report. Here we have a Fire Energy, Grass Energy. Here we have a Lightning Energy. And then down to the final two, we have the Psychic Energy and the Water Energy. And believe it or not, the Water Energy is by far the lowest pop energy card in first edition base, at least for these common energies. Yeah, it has significantly less than, let's say, the Fighting Energy for whatever reason. So yeah, there you go. That's all I got for you, folks. I wanted to showcase some of these first edition base set cards. I've had them for quite a while. It's time to let them go. You're probably thinking, when are you going to show us what you bought? Like, don't worry. That's going to be coming soon. In a video very soon, I'm going to show you everything I've been investing in with the cards that I've been selling. So thank you so much for checking out these auctions. They will be consigned through Z&G Emporium. Go follow him on eBay to see those come through. Thanks again, folks. I'll catch you all in my next one.